Yo, hello everyone. This is Legend Rooney, and I'm back with another Art of Conquest video. I'm just fucking with you guys. Let me just fix this. That's much better. Let's take this off. Let's put this on. And welcome back to another Art of Conquest video. This is your boy Legend Rooney, and today it's all about rows. And I have a lot of tips for Leech if you are playing Leech. So if you are watching this, I'm gonna have some very interesting tips and advices for Leech. And as promised as well, I'm using my Art of Conquest hoodie, which I just showed you in the previous video. Let me put this on as well. That looks much better. Alright, let's get going. Let's get straight into the business. Where it's Rose, Mother of Spiders. Very interesting hero, what can I say? She seems to be a very good hero, but she is a very Leech oriented hero. Now I have these items on her because I need command, and this one, as you can see, it gives battle experience. So obviously I can put some much better stuffs, even trinkets, but for some various purposes I wear this to level her up faster, same as this set, which grants her another 10% experience, plus the other heroes get 10% experience. So just for temporary, just to level her up faster, I just put some quite different items on her. Abilities. Now she is the second hero, or she is the first, is if you don't have Jack, that costs 3 energy to deploy command, and she enters the battle accompanied by a swarm of spiderlings with a total power of 300. Command increase the total power of the swarm of spiderlings that Rose summons. The higher the level of your stronghold, the higher the level of your spiderlings. Now here comes the problem, because obviously I'm level 39 castle, and in few days I'll be level 40 castle, so my spiderlings, they are very high in level. That means they are also very high in power. So you will see when we go into the battle that she spawns quite few spiderlings, which I'm not happy about it. That is one of the reasons about her, because I've seen on other Lich that she spawns quite a lot of spiderlings. Mother of Spiders. Rose periodically summon more spiderlings to join her in battle. The total power of spawn of the swarm of spiderlings cannot exceed 19. Command increase the total power, and the stronghold increase the level. Spiderweb. Rose casts a spiderweb on the battlefield. All allied spiders get a 20% attack speed F movement speed bonus while in the area. All enemies there will get an 8% attack speed F movement speed penalty. Now this is something very interesting to note about this ability, that it doesn't have a time. It doesn't show how long it's going to last. For as much as I used it, I never seen it go off, so that's very interesting. Venom explosion. This is the second thing. This venom explosion goes hand in hand with Mother of Spider, and I'll show you with her ultimate, which for me is not very useful. Spiderling summoned by Rose will explode upon death, dealing total 350 of poison damage to enemy around them. Spider's expertise. Now obviously if you're Leech, you have to max this out. This would be very important for you. Toxic touch. Rose poisons her enemy with her normal attacks, dealing an additional stacked 800 poison damage and reducing enemies' attack speed and movement speed by 15%. Speed hatchling. Rose summon more spiderlings at the beginning of the battle, increasing the power of a spiderling swarm by 1000. Now I have 2 points in this, I have 3 points in that, and I'm going to explain it to you. If you are not Leech, there is 2 ways you can use Rose. The first way, you go with Mother of Spider, Venom Explosion, and Speed Hatchling. These 3 abilities. In order to go with these 3 abilities, you need to be aware that you have to spend ability points. The second way you can use Rose, if you are not Leech, you go with Spider Web, you max it out, and then as much as you can, you go with Toxic Touch. You go with these 2 abilities, and you might not need to spend ability points. So this is the 2 ways. If you are not Leech, you can go with Rose. First way, I'm gonna try it like that, and then I'm gonna switch the way I'm going to use her, when I'm going to use her, and we're gonna try again like that. Now let's go into the battle. As you can see, high level units in my dungeons. I'm gonna try to make a setup that hopefully is gonna last as long as it's possible, to see Rose in action as more as it is possible. What the... And yeah, why not? Some more healers. Healers got buffed, so we can have a chance to see them in action.
What are your orders?
Alright, let's go.
Forward, we march.
Now the Templars, I think they are too much for this.
The enemy has lost their faith. Heal wounded warriors. Wretched vermin.
You know what? Just one group of Templars. They do too much damage. Let's see like this. Now this is the good thing about the spider web. You can cast it anywhere on the battlefield, and this is why you don't really need to buff your spiders. So if you're not Leech, but you can slow your enemies, and look the range and the area of it. And this is what I like. Look, I slowed the entire dungeon.
The enemy has lost their faith. May the gods have mercy on its soul.
And look how long this is last. And this is the problem. As you can see, she spawns only one spider. And look, even the spiderlings are getting killed. That's very good. Oh, I lost a healer of 2. This is not good. So let's see the damage output, and bronze level 10 healers did more damage than my rose. Very disappointing, honestly. Very, very disappointing. Now let's go reset her and use her the way I want to use her. So the next one will reduce enemies' attack speed and movement speed by 90%. I'm okay with that. Toxic touch. Now this is the way I'm going to use Rose as a human, and this is the way she's probably gonna stay. I'm just gonna level her up till 30 so I can upgrade the spider web one more time, but that's about it.
I will not suffer a coward to live.
Now let's see what we can put in here to be tanky enough.
Forward we march.
Now the speed reduction should be much higher than usual.
The enemy has lost their faith.
And the Templars and Crusaders are doing an excellent job.
Hold still. It will only hurt for a moment.
So the spider web seems to be a very good ability to use for non-Leech players. Because of the wide air, the range it has, it's quite impressive. Now the damage didn't improve either. All right. So this is my opinion about Rose. If you are Leech, you definitely must have her. Spider expertise is something you must have. If you are other race, I don't really advise to use Rose, but if you do want to use her, if you do want to buy her, this is the way I would use her. Spider web maxed out, and I'm gonna show you an item that I will use her with. Crafting. No. I think it's a legendary item. Yes. With this item, hero's bonus initial ability cooldown timer reduced by 2 seconds. Now that's the way I would use Rose. I would craft this stuff for her with initial ability cooldown timer reduced by 2, and the first thing I would cast would be the spider web. I would cast the spider web and slow everyone down, because you saw at the next level is going to be 19%, so that's great. Probably the next one will go a bit even higher, and that slow effect will have quite a significant impact in the battlefield. Now, as I mentioned, some tips for the Lich players. Let's go to another dungeon. As I mentioned, I have a few tips for the Lich player. So if I would be Lich player, I'm gonna show you in a few moments how I would play as a Lich. Now before that, I think it's 2. No, yeah, this is my general sieging setup for me. So as you can see, not even in sieging, I can't even, I usually have a catapult there, but not even in sieging I can't fit Rose. So in sieging I can't use her. Now this is a general PvP setup that I use versus other humans. Now in order to put Rose in here, I will have to take out 2 heroes. It's very inconvenient for me at this moment to use her. As you can see, there's a lot of more other heroes that I usually deploy. So I basically have space for another 4 square hero in there, and that's about it. If I want to put Rose, I need to take out another hero and put Rose. Probably take out him. So it doesn't really fit in my army setup. That's why I didn't wait to level her longer. That's why I'm doing her spotlight now. I don't know, if you think she will be worth it for you, that's up to everyone. For me, she will not fit in my army setup. Now if I would be Leech, I'm gonna show you how I would play as Leech. It's Avril 1, Valari is 2, Vega is 3, Gun is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. There are 11 ranged heroes in the game available. Now let's count the free ones. Let's say you don't want to spend money, because obviously Cleo, you have to pay for her. Now let's count the free ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So there are 8 free heroes in the game, and if you play Leech, if you want to be at least decent with the Leech, you have to buy at least Rose as your first hero, which is $9.99. So that will be your 9th hero. So you have 9 ranged hero, and that's how I would play as Leech. Only deploy ranged hero. The reason why is because as a Leech, you should already know that you don't win like the other races. The other races, they just base too much on moral boost in order to win. Leech is not that way. Leech is with poison, Leech is with slow, Leech is take time. That's how you win a battle, and you should know this already. And that's how I would play as Leech. I would only use ranged heroes. And the first thing I would do, I would cast the spider web on my enemies. Casting spider web and slowing them down, because this is what you need to do. You need to stop your enemy to do that much damage to your scorpion, so your scorpion can last as long as it is possible. That's pretty much I have to say about her. I know it's not much, but I'm a bit disappointed, and in order to make her viable, in order to see her potential, I need to spend a lot more in her, even experience, even ability points, and right now I'm caught up with Jack, which I'm investing in him, and then there are a few other heroes which I want to invest in, and Rose is not just one of them right now. So I hope this was helpful. I hope if you find this helpful, and I hope this will clear up your mind about Rose if you want to get her or not. Now this is the map. As I showed you in the previous video, we did the two kingdoms merge. This is how much we managed to get back of the map. Quite a lot. We are still working on it to get even more. And another thing I wanted to mention, since we are talking about Leech, as you already know, the scorpions and the spiders, they have 50% magic reduction. Now someone asked me if they're going to use Elena. Let's go to Elena. Where is Elena? Elena, where are you? You are most wanted. There she is. Yes, someone told me if he is going to max out magic resistance and with a lot of command, if the spiders will be immune to magic. Considering that with Elena you go over 50%. I'm here to tell you that regardless of the amount of magic resistance or magic reduction you stack up on a unit or on some hero, you will never make it immune. You will drastically reduce the magic damage they take, or the physical damage, or whichever reduction you want to increase. Yes, you will drastically reduce it, but you will never make something immune to magic or immune to physical unless it's stated on the units. Like there is a dragon I just showed you in some videos before, or some of you already know because you meet them in your daily dungeons and quests, which it states on their descriptions that they are immune. So regardless of the amount you stack up, you will never make something immune to magic or immune to other resistances. Well, this is quite a long video, probably a lot longer than I expected it to be. Until next time, this is Legend Rooney. Take care, guys. Peace and love and all that.